So today we're going to dive into some of the most genuinely futuristic technology you can find on the planet, and it was all featured in a recent Mr. Beast video. We're talking about everything from billion-dollar rockets to computers you can control with your mind. And get this, it's not science fiction. This is all happening right now.
And that quote, it just sets the stage perfectly, right? This isn't about some far-off, hazy concept of the future. We're looking at real, tangible breakthroughs that are actively changing our world as we speak. So let's take a look.
The sheer scope of what we're about to cover is honestly kind of staggering. We'll be digging into innovations that can actually restore human abilities, completely revolutionize our day-to-day lives, and even pave the way for humanity to live on other planets.
Okay, first up, rewriting human limits. We're going to start with the tech that's designed to restore the body and the mind, pushing past barriers that we once thought were, completely permanent.
And this really is the big question, isn't it? The first piece of tech we're going to look at gives a pretty mind-blowing answer. For people dealing with paralysis, a company called Neuralink is pioneering a brain-computer interface that is, no exaggeration, changing everything.
And what this tech can do, it's just incredible. I want you to meet Nolan. He was paralyzed from the neck down for 8 years. But now, thanks to a surgically implanted computer chip, he can control a computer cursor just by thinking. He can play video games, send texts. He's literally translating his thoughts directly into action.
And that quote from Nolan himself, it just says it all. This is so much more than a cool piece of tech. It's about giving people back their connection to the world. It's about restoring that sense of control and purpose. It's profound.
But the future of healing isn't just happening in the mind. It's in the body, too. And that brings us to this number, $25,000. That's the cost of one of the most advanced bionic arms in the world, which was given to a 12-year-old boy named Kai.
But this quote, this is what it's really all about. You see, Kai was born without an arm. This bionic limb uses sensors that read his nerve signals, which lets him control the hand like it's his own. That $25,000 price tag is absolutely nothing compared to the joy and freedom this gives him.
All right, so moving on, let's look at how technology is totally redefining our daily lives. We're talking about innovations that are set to transform how we move, how we eat, and just how we interact with the world every single day.
Flying cars. We've all been dreaming about them for decades, and this little race shows you exactly why. While a normal car is stuck dealing with traffic and stop signs, the flying car just soars. It goes in a straight line, right over the ocean, and gets there a full 10 minutes earlier. Seriously, just imagine your daily commute without any traffic. At all.
And that freedom of movement isn't just for people, it's for packages too. And listen, this isn't some futuristic concept. A company called Wing has already made over 750,000 drone deliveries directly to people's homes. That means your coffee, your medicine, whatever. It can get to you in minutes. That's the future of delivery, happening right now.
Okay, now let's talk about a technology that's tackling a massive, massive global issue. Every single day, 220 million chickens are processed for food around the world. It's a number that's it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. But what if there was another way?
Well, this is how. A company called Upside Foods is literally growing real meat. They start by taking a few cells from a chicken egg. Then, they put those cells into a cultivator. Think of it like a big tank that mimics a chicken's body, and they feed the cells nutrients so they can multiply. And at the end, they harvest actual chicken meat without ever having to harm an animal.
And just look at the difference. It's absolutely staggering. They can produce hundreds of thousands of pounds of chicken with 0 animal lives lost. And the craziest part? In taste tests, people can't even tell the difference. This could completely change our entire food system.
So we've gone from saving farm animals to something even bigger, tackling extinction itself. This next part, this is where things get really wild. We're looking at tech that aims to bring back species that have been gone for ages and protect the ones on the verge of disappearing forever.
The big idea here is de-extinction, which, let's be honest, sounds like it's straight out of a movie. There's a company called Colossal that's pioneering this field, and their goal is to actually resurrect animals that have been extinct for thousands of years.
And their #1 target? The woolly mammoth. It's not a joke. They've extracted DNA from a 43,000-year-old fossilized tusk, and they are on track to bring the very first mammoths back to life within this decade. Just think about that for a second. It's an absolutely unbelievable undertaking. But it's not just about bringing things back. It's also about saving what we still have. They're basically creating a genetic backup for our planet, storing the DNA of over 1,000 endangered species in a biovault. In fact, they've already brought back 2 dire wolves. It's proved that preventing future extinctions might actually be within our reach.
Okay, for our final section, we're looking at maybe the grandest vision of all, securing the future of humanity itself by reaching for the stars and actually becoming a multiplanetary species.
What you're looking at here is the biosphere. It's a $500 million facility that's basically a test run for a colony on Mars. It's a completely sealed-off, self-sustaining world. It makes its own oxygen, its own water, its own food. It's essentially a mini Earth that you could, in theory, just pick up and place on another planet.
But, okay, how do we even get there? Well, that's where SpaceX comes in. Each one of their starships is being designed to carry 100 people to Mars. The goal here isn't just to send a few astronauts to plant a flag. The goal is to build an entire city.
In this quote, you've got to hear the context for this one. This came from a SpaceX VP right before he put his hand on the back of a heat shield tile while someone blasted the other side with the 2,000-degree blowtorch. His hand was completely fine. That is the level of confidence they have in the tech that's going to protect humans when they come screaming back through Earth's atmosphere.
You know, when you put all of this together, from giving a paralyzed man a way to talk to the world with his mind, to growing food without harming animals, to literally planting cities on Mars, it's just such a powerful reminder. The news can make the future feel pretty bleak sometimes, but there are some absolutely brilliant people out there working on a future that is genuinely hopeful and exciting. So, as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Whether it's about healing our own bodies, transforming our planet for the better, or reaching for a new one, the future is unfolding in some really incredible ways. So which part are you most excited to see?